Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the Saka! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it, and he's following up! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
There's no flag. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's a sharp little ball here. Drives it in.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Messi. They want to be quick to recover this.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Out for a throw. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Knocks it out wide. Tries to play it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Real chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Spread out to the left. Now that looks a decent ball. That looks a good ball through. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's a decent clearance.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Messi. He is through here. He's dealt with that well. Now it's Iniesta. And he was quick to react. And he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly...
Decent! Really well taken goal. Now it's Marino. He's being urged to... Messi! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Chance, surely! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Cafu. He slings it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Merino.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Pacho. No, that's been intercepted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Saka actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Liverpool have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! No mistake! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how...
Oh, what has happened here? Tries to pass it through. And there's the end of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. So we're just settling back into this second half. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Oh, that's well spotted.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running. Takes a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's intervened well there. Messi. Front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Pacho makes the interception.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Merino. And here's Saka. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pull it. Iniesta. Haaland looking to get on the end of this. And he welcomes it in. Merino. Saka. Oh, that's a key interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Goes for a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Saka. Threads one in. Vitinha. Akanji with the slide tackle there. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Caicedo. That is ended up in no man's land. And no, that was never going to make it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Caicedo. He has a look up. Now it's Iniesta. Haaland! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Barcelona certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does, the perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Knocks it into space. Like a terrific header! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nicely weighted ball. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that has left him in a heap. He's picked his way through. He's gone for goal! It's hit the uprights. It's a searching pass. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Passing nice and neat. And now the breakaway, and he's had it nicked away. Oh, what a mistake! Nedved. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Luis Suarez. And a chance! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. Throw in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. And it's Yaya Toure. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Luis Suarez. And here's Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That has not gone well. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pull it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Yaya Toure.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Yaya Toure. Luis Suarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ah, looks a smashing ball. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Nagatomo. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Thuram. Haaland. Oh, well measured. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's in a great position here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's a half-decent try. Corner number 2, then. Roberto Carlos goes short. And this Iniesta! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Deftly away. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And that was very necessary. Played back in. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Dembele. Played with finesse. Shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ferdinand gets rid without sophistication. And it's Vitinha. Dembele has found the net here, of course, and he welcomes it in. Oh, look at the space here. Taken back almost at once. Not the most accurate pass. Zico. Dembele.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
It is a corner, good chance. And it's been taken short. Now it's Zico. He's had a shot!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. He's one-on-one! Can he finish? It's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nice interception, well timed. And here's Suarez. Back into the middle. It's Dembele! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. That is good alertness. Nedved, well, that pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away? And he was alert to it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has ended up in no man's land. Just about up to 75 minutes. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Oh, that was vital. Played out towards the right wing. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's their second corner of the game.
Famalicão surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Haaland. And he's there to belt it away. Nicked it back promptly. Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Muscular approach does pay off here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gerrard. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Carlos somewhat off target.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Roberto Carlos! In for the pieces! He has done it! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
El dorsal 6.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Now that is a hefty challenge. The most accurate pass. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, it's come loose. Well, that looks a decent ball. Iniesta. Thuram. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Ghana have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to...
Messi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Real chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. Always onto this. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Knocks it into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Knocks it out wide. Davis. And this is Neymar. Thinks about the shot. Great chance! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Aubameyang really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Ghana grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Midway through the first period and it's looking quite a game here. Toure goes steaming forward. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Messi. Messi. Well, nicely intercepted. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Shot could be on. Shot at goal! It's in! And the comeback is complete!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Ghana get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that's put paid to a promising move. Davis. Taken back almost at once. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Beckenbauer, pressing high and with purpose. Ball played for Conte. Ambitious ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Short changes him with that pass. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Messi, and he's heaved it away. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Searching pass he's played there. He's through here.
There will be 1 minute added
And he's
time.
managed to get rid. Well, they've got it again. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is good alertness. And it's half-time here. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Ricky Puig. And it's Neymar. Oh, well measured. And this is Messi. Roberto Carlos. Pull it. Messi looking to get on the end of this. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Haaland. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Baresi. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Iniesta. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Header! Another fruitless header.
Barcelona really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, shooting chance! Cleared without complication.
The attendance for this match was 81,000.
Just about up to the hour now. Luis Suarez.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. The most accurate pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Neymar. He's found a way through. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Neymar has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substitution for Ghana, number 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and
He's having a shot! Bullet, probing pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Could move up a gear here. Quality ball. And it's been played through. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Messi. Aubameyang receives it in a good position here.
Ghana surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Substitution for Ghana, number 11.
So, third corner of the game.
Neymar, number 3.
And it's been taken short. And here's Roberto Carlos. Big header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Barcelona are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Aubameyang. Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, smashing header. Sticks it away. They have stolen level at the last. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
And he's there to retrieve it. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he cuts out the supply. Threads one in. And that has been cleared. That's a throw. Roberto Carlos, Iniesta, he has found the way through. And across a terrific header. Look at the space here. In once more. And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outsmart each other.